right, guys. Nice
You're
talking
allowed
to
to
you.
walk right there too, right? Since you're telling me
Yeah, we
what I
can go
know,
inside. We're going inside then.
You're allowed to walk there.
Sure.
I mean, I'm just saying, I know that I'm allowed to record. You come and tell me I'm allowed
That
to record.
sounds perfect to me.
You don't gotta tell me what I know already.
Do police
Well, I don't know what you know, so.
Yeah.
Do police officers come to work upset sometimes?
Yeah, probably because they're all human.
Right.
But we're not here to do anything. Just
Me neither. I'm just studying you too. Since you told me that I'm allowed to record, I'm telling you you're allowed to walk too.
Oh.
Is it,
Since you, I mean, it is what it is, no?
is it a dangerous recipe
I
to
appreciate
give?
that.
All right.
Is it
You're
a
welcome.
dangerous recipe to give officers
You owe me
full
$10 bucks,
discretion? Like when they come to work upset?
I'm not sure I understand the question. It should be, it's like if someone's a bad mood, don't come to work.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, people are, I mean, every occupation has humans.
I would say it's kind of. I think it's a decent question because when we say we're in a bad mood, right?
Yeah.
And
Which
we do-
everyone gets in a bad
and
mood.
we do something stupid, we're held accountable. But when the officer's in a bad mood and he does something stupid, they're not held accountable. And you know what's funny is since we started our channels, we've caught officers doing like a lot of stupid shit, right?
What have they been doing?
Just a lot.
Like
Violating people's rights,
Okay.
you know,
How?
illegally searching people.
Oh, that kind
you
of
know,
stuff?
not just us, but other people too.
Oh,
You know,
okay.
and so basically the camera don't lie and just kind of shows what goes on. You know, and
Okay.
even when cops do make mistakes, man, it's almost like nothing's done about it.
Okay. Well,
And that's kind of why we're trying to just educate and show people how to record and go
Okay.
out there. And you know, because just because you wake up in the morning and you put the uniform on and the badge and everything, that doesn't automatically make you a good person. You can't break the law. You'll do no wrong. You know what I mean?
I don't
You know-
disagree
and you know,
with you.
And you know what's funny is
I don't disagree.
yeah, and you know what's funny is you guys, in order to become an officer, you gotta go through 6 months of your training. You know what I mean?
The academy.
The academy,
Yeah.
and so like right out of high school, you guys, anybody can become a police officer, right? As long as you
Well,
go
no, you
to
gotta
the
be 20,
academy.
well, at least 20 and a half. So normally out of high school, you're what, 18, maybe
Okay,
19?
that's fine.
So you're actually too young.
Right.
Yeah.
Still young, you know.
Yeah.
I know a lot of 20-year-olds that are like still not even like mature.
Sure.
A lot of 40-year-olds not even mature enough yet. But,
That is a true statement.
yeah. So
Yeah.
you know, I just try to see how it goes. You know what I mean? Because the whole blue line thing, it just seems like more for officer safety, more and more and more for officer safety. It's like it's becoming like the propaganda so in our face and everybody's face. It's like it's an embarrassment almost. You know what I mean?
I'm
And
sorry, what kind of propaganda is that?
the blue line, you know what I mean? Like the other day, I was watching a news thing and this lady was like, everybody wears blue because it's the color of the ocean, and it also represents first responders. And I was like,
Okay.
I could have stopped laughing. I was like, Jesus, look at, poor people. This is what they're fed. But you know what the people are not fed? That officer safety is not heroism. That public safety is. That's why you guys took the job to protect the public. And you guys get paid handsomely compared to the general public. You guys get paid handsomely.
Some
You know
get
what I
paid
mean?
more, some get paid less.
Yeah.
But no, you're right.
Yeah.
You're right about the salary. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, there's good people and bad people and everything, man. And unfortunately,
That's true.
man, internal investigations and then we're gonna keep the findings secret and all this. Like, it's I don't know, man. Where do we go from here? Do we give more, or do we? In reality, I'm thinking gun control shouldn't be taking guns from the people. It should be taking guns from the officers that don't have stripes.
You gotta tell your elected officials, your politicians.
Well, we're
that.
telling them now because a lot of times, a lot of said about take it to your politicians, man. In reality, this is kind of why we do what we do. First of all, this is a protected activity. It's not only it's not only our right to do it, but it's our duty to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
And so say we go into places like this where we actually want to hold our public officials accountable, and we start asking questions, whether it's the DMV, because they make mistakes and they don't send letters out. People get their cars impounded, and the people are still they still got to pay their shit, not the person that made the mistake, and they're not held accountable.
Well,
and so
when I said politicians, I mean that's a state.
Right. No,
so you
no,
need
I
to
get
cut the
that.
State,
No,
yeah,
I get that. I get that. So what I'm trying to get at is when we go ask these questions and they don't want to answer us, like where's our tax dollars going? Where did you spend this on this and that? And they go running in the back and they call you guys. Unsuspectingly, you guys come and say they're causing a disturbance. You guys unknowingly will arrest someone who's asking these tough questions, these people don't want to answer.
Yeah.
In reality, you guys should be arresting the politicians that are not doing
I
the
don't
job
think
right.
anyone's been arrested. Has anyone been arrested?
Let me ask you this.
Has anyone been arrested?
Of what? Doing what we do?
Yeah.
Bro.
I mean, right now.
I mean,
right
come
here.
on. How long have you haven't watched?
But has anyone been arrested here? I don't think so.
Not today. I mean, not.
You mean like in the past? Now they're in cities.
Yeah, I mean everywhere in LA,
okay.
everywhere. You know?
I can't answer for LA.
Right.
They're talking about right now.
Right.
Like, no one's under arrest.
No, I know, but you get what I'm saying though. Like it's been going on for years, bro. It's been going on for years when people demand answers,
Yeah.
and then the politicians want to cry and say these guys are causing a disturbance, that people get arrested and get taken out. But the questions are never answered, and then supposedly you got to have people generally think that you got to have a press pass to go in and ask these questions with the camera. In reality, man, people don't understand that they can do this.
Yeah.
People don't even know. People don't even know because you know why? Because that propaganda doesn't tell them. Why don't you guys get your ass up off your ass and go record your public officials if you want something, if you want change? You know what I mean?
Okay.
And that's what we're doing, man.
Okay.
You know, like some of us, we all have channels and we all have support. You know,
What's the name of your channel?
My channel is called San Joaquin.
San Joaquin?
Yeah. And
What is your name? My name is Dan.
Hey,
Dan Kim.
nice to meet you, man.
Yeah.
And so we just go out and try to educate, man. It's my boy right here too.
Education's good?
Yeah.
How you doing?
Good.
Education's good, right? Yeah. I'm a believer in education.
Yeah, you're pretty cordial, man. That's why I gave you my channel. I usually don't give it up like that. But
Well, I
make
feel special then. Thank you.
I make you guys do your homework. You know what I mean? And we make mistakes too. And I'm one of the channels that don't mind calling out another channel. Like, hey, dude, look what you're doing.
Yeah, you're not doing it.
Yeah, it's like
Good or what have you.
When they show what we do on the news,
Yeah.
the propaganda, that's what they're gonna show. They're not gonna show good conversations like this.
Yeah.
You know. But yeah, man. I appreciate your time. I appreciate you talking to me. You know what, man?
We're people, right?
Exactly,
We're two
dude.
men out
Exactly.
here. Yeah, right.
Exactly,
So
dude.
I have.
Exactly.
That's
And
okay.
in reality, man, I'd like for you to think about what I said when you go home. Like, did you know that the blue line flag has caused a disconnect between veterans? And they're like, man, that our flag is red, white, and blue. That shit's not. It's not black and white with the blue line.
It's not the official.
Yeah, it's not a craft
Yeah,
project.
no.
It's not our project. You know, it's
Yeah.
like, what are these guys thinking? You know, and I talked to a lot of officers. They're like, you don't know what you're talking about. It's for our fallen officers. And they're like, okay, we get that, man.
But the veterans are kind of like, hey.
Yeah, but wait a minute. If we were all at a conference table between everybody that's trying to argue on both sides, and we try to figure this thing out, if it's causing a disconnect
rift or
between
something?
between the public or the veterans and all that, and the officers and officer safety and the blue line, why not just get rid of the blue line flag and just put the American flag back up where it's supposed to be? You know what I mean? And honor your officers. I mean, police stations, they waste tax dollars on building statues and everything. You know, and I get it, man. I get it. You know, but you guys took a dangerous job. You know what I mean? And when police officers make mistakes, man, and unfortunately some people die, I'm not saying that you've ever done that, but it's kind of sad, man, when they don't build statues for those people. You know what I'm saying? And that's the sad part. That's where the tax dollar, I believe my tax dollars should be going for the people that died, that have with somebody because they wore a badge and a gun and they did something wrong and they said, nah, man, you know what? It's all right, or we're gonna hide the findings because it's gonna stain the whole department. You know, it's a shame, bro. That's what America's become. And look at, I mean, you guys still have the old style uniforms, but look at the way they're dressed up in the Rhode Island. They're dressed like freaking Star Wars, dude.
They're what? What do you mean, like
they're just
Star
like
Wars?
they're just like the Star Wars people.
Oh, you mean like the
Characters,
the
yeah.
Empire?
Yeah,
Is that like what do they
yeah.
wear? Like boots?
Yeah, they wear the
Something like
boots
that?
and the pants that stick out, and it just looks really
Oh,
weird,
okay,
man. And
okay.
I put them on my video with the Star Wars music on. You know what I mean? Like, come on, wake up, America! This is what you're voting for? I say this on my channels. I'm not a
Do
politician.
they have
man.
the
like
the leather,
dude,
whatever strap or
they
whatever?
wear it too. Yeah, they do.
Well, everyone has different uniforms, you know. I mean, that's
it's crazy, man.
yeah. Some guys wear tan, some guys wear blue, some guys wear light blue.
Yeah. Wake up, America! This is what you're voting for, man. Unfortunately, like, if we this, have you heard of the TAPS Act that's coming out?
Say it again.
The TAPS Act. that's
TAP,
gonna come out?
TAPS?
Yes.
No. What's
Okay,
TAPS?
so supposedly it's going to give officers the right to arrest on suspicion. How many problems does that create? I mean, think about the problems that we already have now, and officers are voting for it. The propaganda saying vote for it, vote for it, vote for it. But in reality, man, you guys are voting for something that's ultimately going to take the rights away from your own kids if they don't become police officers or work for the government, entitled high school.
So how would
students.
that work? Is this a state thing or a federal thing?
It's a federal thing, man.
So, it's a
All
federal
yeah,
thing.
it's
So how
all-
would that work? So it's for federal agents?
No, everywhere, through
Because we're state. That's why
right.
it's a
Even through
federal
state
thing.
agencies, it's going to give you guys the
So
power
what-
to arrest under suspicion.
So what would be a scenario to where you could arrest someone under that, but you can't do it now?
Well, first of all, you guys are going to have full discretion, which I said is already a poisonous recipe. And so, for instance, if a cop comes to work angry, like when we talked about when you asked about my pal there, and in reality, like there's sometimes when I talk to my friend, like, hey man, let's try to educate more. This even when we have like angry.
That's why I said I love educate, because I wasn't
Yeah.
familiar with it. That's why I said, hey, educate me, because I wasn't familiar with it.
Yeah, some of these things are mind blowing, man. Officers,
Yeah.
sometimes officers, I talk to officers, they're like, we don't know that there's a disconnect. The blue line flag, people dislike it and stuff. Some officers, they don't even know. It's like, I mean, come on now, man. How many rights are we voting? Like, and I don't even like politics, bro, but I understand it. I read a lot. I'm a reader, you know what I mean? And I understand politics and this whole thing, and I'll get a lot of shit for this on my channel. But that whole build a wall and the whole Trump thing, taking the rights away and deporting people, what people don't know is in the future they're using Mexicans to take everybody's rights away. Think about that. You know what I mean? It's a crazy system that we are voting for. Take more of our rights away, man. And the left and the right, the Democrats and the Republicans, they both drink the same coffee in the same coffee shops in Washington, bro.
Well, I don't want you to get problems on your channel. So you'd get problems.
It is what it is.
It's because we're having a discussion?
No. It's because politics. People don't like politics, and I try to leave politics off my channel.
Well,
but
that could get politics.
I'm trying to
seems be
open
one
the
of those
I'm trying to open
controversial
the mind
things.
here,
Yeah.
bro, on things that I see. I may be wrong, man, but these are some of the things that I see that are going on.
Well, we agree on education.
Yeah.
Right? Education is power, so I agree with you on education.
And I always tell officers, man, hopefully you go home and think about this at dinner time. When you take off that uniform and you are one of us again.
Yeah.
Society, not wearing the badge. You become human. You feel human again.
Yeah.
Not this superpower. Not this hero.
I
Training to be
I
heartless,
tell you what,
man.
I do feel human.
No, you don't.
Well, obviously
Opinions vary.
You know what? Obviously, you probably do because you have a really good attitude. You know what I mean? But not a lot of officers do, and we give you guys that power to be able to come to work angry. If my boy right there is angry, he's gonna be held accountable if he does something stupid. But officers are violating people's rights all the time now, man, and even on camera, they get away with it.
Well, more power to you. Education is key. So like I said, I keep going back to that. But we both believe in education.
Did you record all of this?
Yes.
Maybe, or who does all the training for First Amendment right here?
We have officers that discuss this topic.
Man, I wish you would show this on your training, dude. To
Why
your
is that?
officers in the morning, so they could understand not to be harassing people with cameras, and if we do cop watching out there, record police officers. You know what I mean?
You can record, yeah.
And you know what?
Yeah.
And to give officers, to make you guys look, the whole department, you can make your whole department look good by behaving the way you do, and teach a lot of the
Well,
officers
thank you.
how to behave.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Do you work with There's a couple guys that go out. Are auditors. What other auditors do you work with? Because there's a couple at the South Bay, I think, right?
I really don't work with anyone. I'm not
okay.
part of a group. I'm not part of an organization. I kind of do this on my own.
Okay.
Sometimes we all try to meet up and go walk around and record together in public or whatnot.
Okay.
But like we do our best to stay ungrouped. You know what I mean? Because-
Ungrouped?
Yeah.
Is that better?
Yeah. Because people want to group you as classify you as a certain person. You know?
Paint with the same brush kind of thing.
Yeah,
Want to avoid
exactly. And in reality, man, there's a lot of
Okay.
people out there that do stupid shit, that do what we do, but do stupid shit. Go out there. In reality, I'm like, hey, man, what are we doing? We're out there causing a fight with people and arguing and yelling at people and talking shit to them. But in reality, we're making enemies to the First Amendment. We should be out there and educating people. Say, hey, man.
See, what's the word that keeps coming up? Education.
Yeah,
It keeps coming up, right?
right.
Yeah.
Officer, are you under any investigation? Are you being investigated?
No.
No.
Okay.
Officer Kim?
Yes.
Kim? Badge
Yep.
number?
384.
384?
Yes. All right. Good luck to you, man.
All right, thank you.
Good luck to you.
Thank you. Good luck to you.
Okay.
Maybe we'll see you on the rebound, man.
Maybe.
Did I give you a lot of food for thought?
No, I always like having educated discussions. So thank you. I thank you for that. Yeah.
Man, you're welcome. Thank you for hearing me out.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it's important.
Okay, gentlemen.
All right,
Have a good
Officer
day.
Kim.
Hey, you guys have a
care.
public restroom in there?
There is, right in the lobby.
Yeah, I need to use that. When I posted the video before this one, it was the same thing, but it was chopped up. I asked my son if he had this footage, and he said he didn't. And he found it in his phone, so he gave it to me, so I uploaded it. This is actually one of my favorite encounters. I think the officer was all right. He lent the ear to me, and he answered some questions, and he agreed to some of the things I was saying. I think I gave him some food for thought. Anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you guys liked the interaction. Let me know where I can improve. Let me know what you guys think about some of the things that I said. Give me a thumbs up. Make sure you hit the subscribe button. Share this video on your platforms. Anyone can share this video. Thank you guys. I'll see you again soon. Peace.